Hello. Hello, Dr. Shah. Good evening. Am I audible?
Hello.
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 Chintu, am I audible? Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay. I was just checking my mic.
Mr. Bankim Shah, good evening. Dr. Mihir Shah.
Yes, good evening, sir.
How are you?
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Roma ji. Then good evening, Chintu Sharma.
Good evening, Bankim ji.
कैसे आप और हितेश भाई? बस fine. I'm fine. Malad Group is really doing very good.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes. Actually, I entered 5 minutes before because people will start. They will join at 5 o'clock. We should expect them.
Mr. Joshi, good evening.
जोशी जी आप म्यूट पे हैं.
अच्छा हाँ हितेश भाई आप म्यूट पे हैं.
बोलो केम छो
Bas all well, all well.
yeah Veer bhai, how are you?
All well, all well.
Very good, very good.
I have done personal messages also to a lot of people, so at least they should start coming in the beginning.
Dr. Dilip Bharat teacher.
There are only 5 of us right now. Dr. Shah is well before time. Very punctual. Thank you, sir.
No problem. Always welcome. I always join 5 minutes before to see all the connections and everything, so there should not be any problem.
Right. As technically it also gets settled.
So, Mr. Bankim, एक बार just allow me to have the share screening and see कि my presentation is being seen by everybody.
Sorry. Acha, yeah,
See.
you do your share screen when your presentation is there, na? So you will be able to do your share screen. Yeah.
Just 1 minute. I will just share. So you cannot. You have to give me the
you
right.
want to check?
Yes.
Prashant Bhai, our former president, is also there. Acha, are you sharing your this because you will be able to share because whenever you will share na from
Perfect.
here
ठीक है.
I'll just do it will start.
No problem. Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Acha, hello Deep bhai. Welcome and good evening to Deep bhai. Deep bhai is from.
Hi, Bankim, how are you?
Fine.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I see Hitesh Bhai also. Hitesh Bhai, good evening.
Yes.
Good evening. Hello.
Yep.
Yeah. कैसा है बाप ठीक पहला भी गया Doctor sir also is there.
Expect everybody to
Yeah,
join soon because I messaged a lot of people also apart from the group.
right.
They should
I've also
share,
spoken to
5
all
minutes
my
before,
members
right?
personally also. Expect that they will be joining in because that's what they have assured me of.
Acha, what about other young giants? I should have.
Bankim, are groups from South Mumbai also joining in from Federation 1 and 2? I mean, from units 1 and 2?
Yes, from branch, we are only asking president and DA because
Okay.
yeah, because last time also they have joined because and right now Island City also have one lecture. But
Okay.
normally I feel the crowd will be divided, so there won't be any problem.
All right.
Unity be there in the majorly all the members,
Right.
more number of members, and South Mumbai also will be there. And dignitaries also have recently I have reminded them personally all dignitaries.
Okay.
All I call them.
एक बात ही बोल सो.
Bhadresh Bhai, Meenakshi Bhai, welcome. हाँ,
Yeah. Incidentally, I'm following not now. Our guest was invited,
Hina Ben is also there. Hello, Hina Ben.
इन्हें बुलाओ. Hi कर.
Hi.
Hi.
મને લાગે છે
Plantations are
બંકિમ
very good.
બંકિમ
Flower plantations and non-flower plantations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, no, flowered plantations we couldn't do because of the rains, So the 25 flowering saplings that we had bought, we distributed in the neighborhood. As it would have lied idle with us and would have got, all damaged. So we distributed it on the contrary.
I just was that expired. Then I told salad and judith are very good.
Still very less members. It is already 5-4. We are
હા તો
having.
5-10 સુધી શાંતિ રાખ
Acha, 5, 10. Okay. Because only 10 members.
Allah, ek nag darakan mein.
Indian standard time they are coming at Indian standard.
તો એના કરતા બેસ્ટ છે તું તારા ઉપર કર ને વધારે પડતી.
Achha, Rabia ji is also there with us. Hello. નહીં actually બધા એડ થાય છે તમે કરો નહીં તો તમે કરો બંનેમાંથી એક. અચ્છા અનુભાઈ ઇઝ આઉટસાઇડ. અચ્છા નથી તમારી સાથે. અચ્છા ઓકે ઓકે. અચ્છા જસ્ટ નહીં હવે હા હવે ટ્રાય કરો ને. નાવ ઇટ ઇઝ ઓપન. હેલો રાબિયા જી, હાઉ આર યુ? So nice.
Thank you so much, and thank you for inviting me personally, so that I am aware that I must attend this.
Most welcome, most welcome.
Yeah, most welcome. Actually, आपका भी बहुत अच्छा ऐसा फेसबुक पे बहुत ज्यादा सब आता है ना. Lot of seminars.
Yeah, I'm not in that group which you must have sent. I'm not there in the group.
अच्छा in fellowship you are there.
No, she's not on the fellowship, Bankim.
अच्छा,
She's
okay.
not on the fellowship.
अच्छा अच्छा तो she must have got the link. हाँ, means wow. Very nice of you.
Can I say something as a group extension person?
Yes, yes, very.
We all are doing this. Why don't we introduce one more group? Like how many groups we all can add more, so we can add more values into others' life as well.
We can add more groups, more number of people, right? This time we added, you know, Hari Ramji from he's very senior, so he added 5 members to our group. As far as the new group is concerned, there is no news from our side. Anybody else? किसी ने anybody is planning मलट ग्रुप? anybody रोमा जी आप प्लान कर रहे हैं कुछ नया ग्रुप लॉन्च करने को?
अभी तक तो कुछ सोचा नहीं है. हमारे ग्रुप में ये चीजें थोड़ी है ऊपर नीचे, तो लेट्स सी, बिकॉज आई एम एक्चुअली आई एम वेरी सून गना leave my post, and I will hand over another name with whom everyone can coordinate, because my MBA has started, so I'll be leaving for Hyderabad soon. So let's see how things go.
Yeah.
Bankim, I'm planning to revive a group in Valsad over here,
अच्छा, great.
along with the office bearers of Federation 3A.
Okay.
It is very good and big news for us.
Yeah, but it's just in the words right now. So let us not be very much comprehensive about things.
No, but I am very much confident about it that when we dip
Thank
by
you so
there,
much.
it will done.
And राबिया जी, मुझे समाप्तिबेन पटेल जो हमारे former president है, she is now in US. So she was trying something with the Virendra ji Iyer from the office. But for the foreign groups, there are certain rules and regulations. So, you know, if we can coordinate and do something about it, it will be great. Like she wants to do it in US. अच्छा, मैंने आपको बना दिया है co-host. So please आप जो please enter करिए. Anup bhai is also there with us. Poonam Ben is also joining. Dilip bhai is there. Thank you, Dilip bhai.
Yes, welcome.
Bankim, our speaker is also there.
Yes, speaker is also there. Should we start lighting and prayers and all? Poonam Ben is there. Anup bhai is there.
Hitesh bhai છે.
Hitesh bhai bhi
Hitesh bhai is also there. Deep bhai is also there. Our speaker is right on the time. I think he was the first person to come join with me.
Okay.
We are 15 of us, so we can start the Diya if you are okay.
you can start, Bankim.
Yes. Another person, Batul Ben, I think she is also joining. So nice of her.
Hi, Hina. I'm sure.
Hi. Namaste. Yeah.
અચ્છા દીપભાઈ તમે ઘરમાં ને ઘરમાં હાલ પૂછી કરજો.
એવું ને ઝૂમ પર ક્યારે હાલ પૂછું?
હા
આ તો
પણ
પહેલો
Zoom પર
મોકો છે.
અનુપભાઈ કેમ છો? હેલો અનુપભાઈ.
Hi everybody.
અચ્છા અનુપભાઈ
Hello.
I would
Hina
request,
Ben is glowing, after leaving Mumbai.
Yeah, of course.
અનુપભાઈ હેલો ચિંટુ શર્મા.
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Hi, Hina.
Hi Chintu.
there should have been, मुझे 3-4 young giants ने बोला था, but good that Chintu Sharma is there with us.
નૈના બેન. હેલો 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 દીપભાઈ
કેમ છો?
હા કેમ છો બધા?
તમે આ પ્રેસિડેન્ટ હારે સારું પ્લાન્ટેશન નાખું ગાર્ડનિંગ કરાવી બરાબર. અમે બી પ્રેસિડેન્ટ પાસે કરાવી.
આખું વલસાડ લીલું કરી નાખીશ જોજો.
દીપભાઈ
હા.
ભાઈ હિચકે બેસીને બોલો કે જોજો તો કેમ જોવાય?
હિંચકા પર નથી બેઠો. હિંચકા પર બેઠો તો તમારા તરફ ધ્યાન જ ના ગયું હોત.
હિંચકો બતાડી
હિંચકો આ રહ્યો અહીંયા છે, મારી પાછળ છે હિંચકો.
પડે તમારે.
ઘર બતાવો.
ટાઈટ ન કરતા એટલે સીધી આવું બધા
ચાલુ મીટિંગમાં કાકા
नैना बेन,
હા બોલે છે, સંભળાય બોલે છે.
तो अभी ऑर्डर बोलना पड़ेगा और आगे बढ़ना पड़ेगा. Roma ji, can you do prayers?
Yes. I'll begin.
Yeah.
Om Sehna Bhavatu Sehna Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahe Tejasvinavaditamattu Ma Vidvitavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Thank you.
Thank you, Roma. Bankim,
Yes.
can I start?
Yes. Right now we have, Anup Bhai and Poonam Ben, and a lot of people are there. 17 of us are there. Guru Group is also there. We can try Majbin ji. I can try calling.
I am already there.
Anup Bhai is also. I said Anup Bhai and Poonam Ben are there, but Majbin ji ko can. I think I can try calling. Actually, you can start the lecture. We 17 people are there. Rabia ji is also there. Somebody, South Mumbai also is represented.
Hello.
Hello, dear all.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I welcome you all for the today's speaker meeting by eminent speaker Dr. Mihir Shah. Friends, we all know about Giants, but still, I would like to throw some lights and say that Giants is the only India-based organization, Giants Welfare Foundation. We have branches all over the world, and really I'm proud of that this is the India-based organization and we are working under it. It is founded in year 1972 by Padma Shri late Nana Chudasama ji, and now Mrs. Shaina NC is a world chairperson for our welfare foundation. We have more than 600 branches, and we are under branch 1A, which is the most pioneer branch, I can say, under the presidency of Madam Mazbin Mansurwala. And within branch 1A, we have several units, and we are under unit 3. I'm Naina Khatiwala, looking after unit 3 and 4. And unit 3, I'm proud again that Jogeshwari and Juhu are most oldest group in Giant from the beginning, 72 I can say. Generally, we people are working for the society, welfare and needy people. So during pandemic also, we have done work for the needy student, very phenomenal work for the COVID awareness and COVID patients, frontline workers, and needy people. Thank you very much. And I especially welcome our former branch president, Deep Bhai Vyas. Federation president is not there, I think. Vice President, Madam Poonam, and Shri Anup Bhai from branch 1, Rabia ji. I welcome you all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Naina Ben.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Can we mute everybody when the speakers start so that everybody's like all well?
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you so much. Make everybody mute.
What's the next item on the agenda? Bankim, can you hear me?
Where is Bankim?
Bankim, can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay, now I'm unmuted. Sorry, I was muted. So actually, next is, Deep Bhai, I would request Deep Bhai to give a brief profile about Doctor. Today's speaker, Mihir Shah.
So should I introduce him now?
Yes.
Okay. Today, Giant members, we have an eminent speaker and also a reputed doctor, Dr. Mihir Shah, whom we have here all because of medical officer from our federation, Mr. Hitesh Bhai. Dr. Mihir Shah is a consulting physician and a diabetologist and MD internal medicine. He has done a post-graduation from a prestigious JSS college in Mysore. Followed by successful stint at Lilavati Hospital. Number of gold medals and scholarships he has achieved during MBBS and MD residency. He completed certified course of diabetology from illustrious Boston University, and this provided him with the next level care to his diabetic patients. A firm believer of educating masses on precautionary measures, just as we say, precaution is always better than cure. So this is what he practices also. His mantra is health first. Patient care is his first priority. He is well known amongst his patients and the medical community for providing compassionate and quality services to all. He is affiliated to Seven Hills Hospitals Andheri, Hiranandani Hospital Powai, Criti Care Andheri, and Apollo Clinic Andheri. I present to you Dr. Mihir Shah.
Good evening, everyone. At the outset, first of all, I am thankful to Mr. Hitesh Joshi for inviting me and giving me this wonderful opportunity. And, it's always good to get connected to the people and spread more and more awareness about this pandemic. And I'm basically based and working for last 10 years in Andheri, in and around Andheri and Goregaon area. I was listening to Naina madam, and you people have been doing a very great work in this current pandemic. So any kind of help, medical help required from my side, particularly in Andheri side, Jew side, I would be more than happy to offer my services. So kindly let me know whether it is awareness, whether it is some treatment for some needy patients. I would be always very much keen to do so. Now coming down to my today's presentation, in the next 30-40 minutes, we'll be discussing about Are the slides visible?
No, you
No.
have to just press share button down, and then you will be shared. Your slide will be shared. It is PPT or PDF or whatever. अच्छा, आप नीचे जो शेयर स्क्रीन है ना, उसको सिर्फ प्रेस करिए और आपका डॉक्यूमेंट उसमें दिखेगा तो हो
Just
जाएगा.
1 second.
Yes.
1 second.
You are able to see share screen down, na?
Yeah. 1 second. I have opened it.
Yeah.
Now able to see?
No, you have to do it in the share screen.
I have done the share screening.
No, doctor, we can't.
Achha, is it
Sorry.
It is which document? You can send it to me to WhatsApp. You can send it to Hitesh bhai and he will send me to WhatsApp.
1 minute. Let me try.
Actually, share screen is very easy, so I think it should be done very easy.
No, I have already shared it. I don't know.
Or
1 second. Now?
Yeah, now it is that.
Now it is starting. Yes.
Yeah, it has started now.
Okay.
Should I go ahead?
Yes, please, doctor.
Perfect. Okay, chalo, good. So, friends, in the next 30-40 minutes, we'll be discussing about COVID-19. Thanks to social media, WhatsApp messages, and all this awareness, we all are by now extremely well aware about what is COVID-19, how it spreads, what are the symptoms, how to be treated, whom to be home quarantined, whom to be shifted to the hospital. I think more than me presenting the slides on COVID-19, I think I would be more, happy to share, to clear all your doubts, a lot of queries that you people must be having in your mind. So at the end so we'll keep the session short and we'll keep open for discussion. And anybody having any questions, we can take it at the end. You can put the questions in the chat box. And when I was going through the list of participants, I think there are a lot of Gujarati people also. So kai bhi Gujarati ma puchhu hoy, Hindi ma puchhu hoy, so it is most welcome. But yes, the aim of the session today is that, we should sort out all our doubts and queries as far as COVID-19 infection is concerned. Yesterday, I was doing a similar kind of presentation, but it was all for the general practitioners from Dadar, Kurla and Dharavi side. Today, I am here with the other crowd completely. So, I'm obliged, and without wasting much time, we will start about COVID-19 discussion. Now, what is this COVID-19? So, COVID-19 name came from coronavirus disease 2019. The name is given to a disease caused by a novel coronavirus called SARS-CoV-2, which is called a severe acute respiratory distress coronavirus. COVID-19 is suspected to originate from an animal host, mostly bats, and from there followed by human-to-human transmission. Trust me, if you see our medical books, particularly microbiology books where all the viruses, bacteria all are mentioned, coronavirus occupies only 3 lines. It was our topic which we used to leave in option when we were studying and preparing for our exams, and see how these small viruses create the havoc in the entire world. And it has made the entire pandemic and made life so disasterful completely for everyone. So, but yes, So this is a spike protein. You can see those structure on the extreme right side. It has got spikes on the surface, which are called glycoproteins, and we are targeting these surface proteins. And thereby, many of you might be aware that, you know, after taking the vaccine, we are doing your spike antibody test to determine the level of antibodies which are going to the vaccine and getting stuck to these spike proteins. So basically, it's a COVID-19 virus which has originated from Wuhan. So how it originated? So it was in December 2019. It was in Wuhan, in China, that cluster of pneumonia cases of unknown cause got reported, which started spreading rapidly. There was no reason why they should have such kind of pneumonia. They could not establish the reason, and the numbers went spreading one by one. Due to this potential of spreading on an international scale, the WHO declared it as a global health emergency on 31st of January 2020. It was on 11th of March 2020, they declared it as a pandemic situation. I think we all can think about that February, March month when, you know, it was declared as a pandemic, and gradually, you know, the first wave and everything started as far as COVID-19 infection was concerned. Now, we all are very well aware about the fall and the rise of COVID virus. We saw the first wave, then we saw the second wave. And, you know, if we go by the literature and if we go by the recent, what has been put by the scientists and the epidemiologists, the third wave is inevitable, and we are foreseeing a third wave soon recently. The first wave we saw, you can see that, you know, it started in March, April, but, you know, the major chunk of patients that came, and the first wave came, it was somewhere in April and it was in August and September, where, you know, we had like almost 1 lakh patients, you know, single day recorded in the month of September, around 10th of September. Thereafter, you know, there was a decline, and we thought, you know, the COVID-19 infection and the cases are coming down, and we are gradually coming out of COVID-19. It was the month of December, January, when, you know, we lost on COVID appropriate behavior. And then again, by February, we had a surge in the number of cases, and we saw the disasterful, we have never thought of, never dreamt of, okay, how a nightmare would come to all of us, and a second wave came in. A second wave was more dangerous, it was more infective from first wave because the virus had mutated by the time. By mutation, I mean it had changed its complete structure. And that is the problem, friends, with any virus, and particularly with COVID virus, because it keeps changing its structure. તમે બધા હમણાં સાંભળતા હશો કે હજી બી કહે છે કે, you know, another strain is going to come. It is getting mutated again and again. And that is why right now I'm on COVID duties at Hiranandani Hospital also. I'm seeing there are a lot of doctors, there are other patients who are coming, who have taken both the jabs, who have taken both the doses of vaccine, but still they are turning out to be COVID positive. That is because of the mutation of the viral strain. But yes, the intensity of disease comes down with vaccination, and that's why vaccination is being promoted. And that was the second wave which we saw in the month of March, April, and gradually now we are getting out of the second wave, and now, you know, we are again leading a little normal line with all the COVID appropriate behavior. Let's hope that the third wave do come, but then it, you know, it is a very milder form. By that time, most of the people gets vaccinated. So this is how we are seeing different waves. If you take example of any country, whether it is UK, whether it is Brazil, all have seen the same kind of pattern of first wave, second wave, and third wave. So, you know, we are also foreseeing that. And if you hear from the Indian COVID task force from AIIMS, Dr. Guleria, who is coming on television almost every evening, even he has put forth, you know, which way we are anticipating somewhere in October, November, with the crowd, you know, which are not following the COVID appropriate behavior, we may foresee a third wave in the next 6 to 8 weeks. I personally, in the last 10-15 days, was not seeing many COVID patients in the last few days, but last 3-4 days, even the numbers have started increasing both in OPD as well as at the admission counters. If you see by statistics, we have almost lost so many doctors, we have lost so many family friends with COVID. The recovery rate has definitely improved, and the number of cases are put in the right box in the, as far as the statistics of our country is concerned, of COVID-19 infection. Now, what is this one? The actual number of COVID infection may be very, very high than what is being represented. I would say it is just the tip of the iceberg, you know, because a lot of patients, they remain asymptomatic. They do have viral symptoms. You know, friends, yesterday we were discussing among our colleagues and peers, for physicians like me, the next few months are going to be more tough because monsoon has started. People have started coming to OPDs with fever. It is very difficult in the initial 2 to 3 days to distinguish whether this fever is because of COVID fever. Is it because of monsoon-related illness like dengue, malaria? I have started already seeing 2-3 chikungunya patients also in the OPD. So with all these presentations and patient coming to us in the OPD for the first 2-3 days with fever, it's really going to be a tough task in the next few months if the numbers do increase and if we are seeing an imminent happening third wave coming in. The proportions of asymptomatic and mildly symptomatic patients are almost 80%. So now with vaccination and everything happening and a little bit we are stepping towards herd immunity, patients are having milder form like a normal viral fever. The problem is what these patients, they have mild symptoms. So they are not taking it seriously. They are moving around, they are infecting their family members, they are going to their workplaces, infecting them. So, one person is resulting into 8 to 10 more infections because their symptoms are mild or they are asymptomatic. 15% patients who are moderately symptomatic, that means by moderately symptomatic, we mean they need oxygen. Either they need oxygen at home in the form of small oxygen concentrators, or they need in the hospital in the form of NRBM and HFNS. And 5% of all these patients are severely symptomatic, they are critical, they are in the ICU, some of them requiring ventilatory support. We have seen that, those individuals who fall into that vulnerable category, which we'll discuss in the next slide, they are the ones who are prone to develop severe form of COVID-19 infection. I thought I will just put a few pictures for your understanding. These are all different forms of oxygenation which are being given to patients. If you see here, then the extreme lower one on the left side is the oxygen mask, which we all see nebulization machines and all, and along with the reservoir bag. If you see the upper one is called Venturi device with mask, that Venturi of blue color, orange color, green color, they have got different proportion of imparting the oxygen levels, and that is been placed there, which gives better oxygenation to patients when they are in a distress instead of giving oxygen through the nasal prongs or through this one. If you see the right side, they are the normal nasal prongs which we put. And HFNAC, this came into existence through COVID-19. Little difficult for non-medical to understand, but this imparts a good amount of oxygen to patients and helps to bring down their symptoms comfortably, those who are breathless, those who have got COVID pneumonitis. So the different forms of imparting oxygen to patients who have developed COVID pneumonitis, COVID pneumonia, and where the oxygen levels have gone down. Now, how the transmission takes place? As I said, it is not a human infection. It starts in animal. That's why it is said it started in the market, in the sea market, in the seafood market of Wuhan, where all animals were there, and from there the reservoir generally is called bat, and from there it goes into intermediate host, and then when the intermediate host and a human being consumes non-vegetarian food or something, he gets infected, and from here it starts transmitting to various. Just for your information, we have got different forms of this one. Initially, if you see a few years back, we had SARS infection. Then there was something what is called as MERS. This MERS was restricted only to United Nations, and it was restricted only to the UAE countries and everything. And now COVID-19, which is almost all the countries in the world are affected with COVID-19 pandemic. Now, how it spreads, we all know by this time, we all have become very smarter. We all know very well how it spreads. It spreads through respiratory droplets while speaking, sneezing, and coughing. Especially if the distance between the two individuals is less than 6 feet of distance, definitely the person who is infected can transmit, and that is why we are promoting social distancing. We are promoting wear mask. If two individuals, even if they are infected, or even if one of them is infected, but if the social distancing is maintained, and if they are wearing mask properly, the chances of spreading the infection to the non-infective person is less than 10%. Another spread through fomite surfaces. That's why, we are more concerned about cleaning the surfaces, things which are being brought from outside and all. But the chances of transmission through fomites and surfaces are very, very less. But yes, caution is always better. Prevention is better than cure. So we all should be very much careful about this aspect of mode of transmission of COVID-19. But yes, most importantly, a single infected person, if not taking possible precaution, he can go on infecting multiple persons. And friends, we have seen in the second wave, I have treated 14 patients of a single family, one by one getting infected because the second wave was coming because of the mutant strain. If you would have heard, it was a Delta strain, Delta variant, which was infecting multiple. This you never heard during the first wave. It was not that infective, but the second wave was super infective and kept spreading to family members. If one was infected, it never left even a single person of the family being infected. So that was the essential thing. So How it spreads, as I told you, sneezing and coughing from an infected person. The infected droplets are there, you can see. The infected droplets get onto your hands, and when you touch any surface or the person, and then the virus gets transferred. So this is the way the virus gets transferred, and you don't realize also. And once this one then comes down, okay, how anybody can ask me a question that once the virus gets transmitted, how long it takes for a person to manifest this symptom? That is called as the incubation period, that the virus is in the body, it is multiplying, replicating, and then started showing its manifestation and symptoms. So what is called incubation period? Incubation period is the time when the virus is entered into your body and it has started multiplying, replicating, and now it has started manifesting in the form of different symptoms. So if you see on the right side, how is the course of COVID-19 illness? So if you see, in case if a person is infected with a virus, it takes at least 5.1 approximately 5 to 6 days, which is called as incubation period. During this time, it does not have any symptoms, but yes, trust me friends, he is infective during this pre-symptomatic period. Then he starts having mild symptoms in the form of little bit of cold, sneezing is there, feverish feeling, weakness, headache, low-grade fever, loss of taste, sensation, everything. So that is during the acute mild phase, which is generally between 5 to 7 days. And then we see the progression. The cough worsens, patient is not able to breathe comfortably. He walks few distance in the house and starts having a lot of chest congestion. His oxygen level starts dropping down. During that phase, if things are taken care, if the body's immunity, the natural immunity fights with the virus, or if the medicines are started and the medicines are working for him very well, he starts showing gradual recovery on 10th, 11th, 12th day, and then gradually goes on a path of recovery. If the condition deteriorates, then he lands up into hospitalization, ICU and everything. So for a normal people, I would say, once you are infected, the most important crucial time is from 4th to 10th day. During this time, the entire interplay of the virus, the complications, the worsening of things all can go wrong. Once that phase is taken care of, generally based on our experience seeing so many COVID patients, we have seen that post 10 days, generally the chances of getting complications, going to the hospital, all those things are definitely reduced significantly. So the incubation period you can call around 2 to 14 days, averagely being 5 to 6 days. And as I told you, it can spread during the pre-symptomatic stage, and that is why the asymptomatic people have become more dangerous. Now coming down to high risk, you all might have heard on television, the 9 o'clock time when doctors are coming, everybody's coming on news channels and they are, enlightening our knowledge and all. And we all know that, we all were promoting during the first year, keep the elderly people at home secure. If something is required, let the youngest person of the family step outside, because there is something which is called as a vulnerable age group. By vulnerable age group, I mean individuals, both males and females, who are above 60 years of age group. Second, people, those who have got diabetes, those who have hypertension, those who are on dialysis, those who have undergone kidney transplants, those who are on chemotherapy, or they're undergoing radiation therapy, or they have been put on long-term steroids for some major health issues, and obviously pregnant women. This all falls into vulnerable category. Their immunity is already on the lower side. Once they catch up the infection, their innate immunity, their internal immunity is not strong enough to fight the virus, and therefore they do manifest and they do have multiple problems. That's why if you ask me, out of 25 patients in the ICU, we see almost 80 to 90% of patients falling into this category, and hence these people are called as vulnerable people. So it is our duty to protect the elderly in our family. It's very tough time, I understand, for the elderly people. They can't step outside, they can't do any major activities, but rather than landing a bit to complications, and as we rightly said at the beginning, prevention is always better than cure. So, tough times, but yes, it will also gradually get passed off. Now, what are the symptoms? How you should get aware, okay, this is COVID symptoms or this one. So generally, the most common symptom gradually, apart from the asymptomatic patients, we see that fever definitely comes, maybe low grade or high grade preferred, depending upon the viral load of a viral load. And second thing is, what is the individual's immunity to fight with the virus. But fever, there's a mild throat irritation and some pain. Dry cough, you don't have sputum, you don't have the wet cough, the sputum coming out, but it is majorly a dry cough. Patients do say that the chest is very heavy. We feel if something comes out, we'll start feeling more better. Extreme body ache and myalgia. I have patients who can't turn in the bed. They can't pick up their phone, which is ringing, which is kept beside to them. That much significant body pain, lower back pain, myalgia is muscle ache is there. Throbbing headache with retroorbital pain they do have. Appetite is gone on a toss. We see many patients, we take morning rounds, evening rounds, and they're all the morning plates, everything are lying like down. They can't take anything. So reduced appetite with loss of taste sensation, decreased smell sensation, anosmia, what we call it as, vomiting sensation, extreme weakness, fatigueness. They have never experienced such kind of weakness. I have few patients who have undergone bypass surgery. We have undergone major surgeries of their life, but they do come and tell, okay, doc, even after that major surgery, after 3 days, 5 days, I was all good. But this particular COVID illness, even in the post-COVID, I'm feeling very weak. It is 2 weeks, 4 weeks over, but still I'm not back to my normalcy completely. Some people do present with diarrhea also. So never take loose motions or diarrhea lightly. If you have weakness, if you have little fever, if you have loose motions, be very, very careful. Contact your family doctor. Mention your symptoms. People are afraid of reaching out to the doctors with the fear that the testing will be required. But patients whose immunity is poor, as I discussed, the vulnerable, and second, young people who delay, who don't reach to the doctors, who don't take the treatment at the right time, and they spend time at home thinking that they will be okay. They are the one who suffer the most, and they'll end up into complications. And once breathlessness sets in, see friends, we are only worried about 2 major COVID complications. Rest all can be taken care. We all have suffered flu so many times in our life, and we all have recovered. We were never worried about, we all get flu. Now with the onset of rainy season, every day I'm seeing so many flu patients, those who don't have COVID. But the major 2 problems with COVID is, first is once it affects your lungs, you have pneumonia, you have COVID pneumonitis, the recovery becomes difficult, you become oxygen dependent for a few days. And second, though many of you are not aware about, the most important problem with COVID-19 virus, coronavirus, it affects the blood vessels. Then whether it is the blood vessels of the brain, is it of the heart, is it of the lungs, or is it of the any organ? And that's why you see many patients who recover from COVID, but in the post-COVID period, they develop stroke, they have some heart problems, they have got blockages in the lungs, they have some pancreatic issues. So this is a vessel disease, what is called as vasculitis. So these are the dreadful complications. And now with what we are seeing is the black fungus, we are seeing the other major complications. That is again because the blood supply gets affected to the bone. Sugars are uncontrolled in diabetic patients. Steroids are being given. Oxygen tubings are not clear. This all becomes the precipitating factor in a very, very good atmosphere for the fungal. All of you who are listening to me must have got some or the other time in your life, some bacterial infection, some urine infection, some throat infection. But I would be very sure that 99% of you would not have never got a fungal infection. So fungal infection only takes place in such atmosphere when your immunity is extremely dropped down, you're on high dose of steroids, your sugars are jumping to 400 and 500, and then you get a fungal infection. And then all these complications sets in. As I said, symptoms, if you see on a bar diagram, fever being the most common symptom of COVID-19, followed by dry cough, followed by extreme weakness, little bit of sputum, shortness of breath, sore throat, nasal congestion, and diarrhea in few patients. As I said, okay, now it's going to be very difficult for us in the next few days as the monsoon has started, because till now, any fever that was coming to the OPD was taken, mostly it looks like COVID infection. But now with the monsoon, we have started getting malaria, we have started getting seasonal flu, a lot of people are coming with common cold. So you see the left one extreme is the coronavirus symptoms, second is the seasonal flu, and third is the common cold. As a layman, if you get fever, and if it is associated with lot of sore throat, there's a little bit of diarrhea associated, you have got extreme fatigueness, always think that you should rule out COVID. If it is not associated with any kind of major cough, if there is no blood in the sputum, if the muscle ache is not significant, appetite is still okay, it is a seasonal flu, you can hold on for 1 or 2 days, hydrate yourself very well, take good rest, take basic medications, you should start showing recovery next 2-3 days completely. So very difficult in the first 48 hours to differentiate common cold from seasonal flu from COVID virus infection. But yes, you need to be very, very vigilant. You need to be very, very careful so that you do not miss anything. Now, what does this virus do in the body once it goes? As I told you, it replicates in the lining of the respiratory tract. As I told you, it starts multiplying in the lungs and the throat. Second, body tries to attack it, and in the process, it can cause damage to itself. Pneumonia, ARDS is what in a layman language? It is the damage to the lungs. It is called acute respiratory disease syndrome, where there is a fluids in the lung and the patient cannot breathe at all and requires 100% support of ventilator. Heart problems. There are a lot of patients whose heart was little weak, and with COVID infection, they have got heart attack. We have done angioplasties for few patients who came for COVID-19 infection because they got a heart attack or got an MI secondary to COVID-19 complications. And as I told you, blood clots, very, very commonly we have been seeing lungs, heart, brain, people, they develop stroke. You know, we had a few patients where, you know, we were discharging and next day when we see they were not able to talk. And when an MRI done, there was a blood clot in the brain. So it is possible. So these are the dreadful complications, particularly old people. So giving them a blood thinner, not giving a blood thinner, we need to be in touch with our family doctor or the specialist. So just a pictorial diagram, how it affects the lungs. You can see these are the lungs, these are the airways, and the cough. You can see the yellow one, the cough gets entangled into the airways, and then, you know, you have a congestion, you have a breathing difficulty. I thought just you know, for your interest, I will put few pictures into this one, and you can see, you know, these are the x-rays of patients, those who are in the ICU. You can see normally the lung looks absolutely black. You can see all these white fluffies, opacities. These are nothing but these are characteristic feature of viral pneumonitis, viral pneumonia, spreading almost both the lungs completely. You can see the second x-ray, you can see the third x-ray. The first one I've kept, which is a normal one. You see almost there is a black color lung. The lung looks black on x-ray. If you see the middle and the right one, extremely white lungs. So this is nothing but absolutely the lung which is damaged completely. If you see the CT scan is told as a gold standard. You cannot pick sometimes the features of COVID-19 on an X-ray, but CT scan never misses. But generally, friends, just because we are talking about awareness, never do a CT scan in the first 4 days of your symptom. Generally, out of fear, out of anxiety, out of everything. Today I have cold fever, I rush to a CT scan center, get a CT scan. Always do your CT scan after 4 days, between 4 to 7 days. And you can see on the CT scan how it looks like. Now, how to diagnose? We all know by this time how to diagnose COVID-19 infection. So, you know, there is an RT-PCR test and there is a COVID antigen test. Both of them are very useful tests. COVID antigen, we get the report within 1 or 2 hours, whereas RT-PCR takes around 6 to 8 hours. However, even if RT-PCR is negative, and if you have classical symptoms, you should still consider a patient as COVID-19 infection and you should treat him on the same lines, because sometimes the RT-PCR may be negative, and when we repeat a second test, you know, the patient may turn out to be positive. So if there is high degree of suspicion, if the symptoms are very classical, even if the RT-PCR is negative, see clinically, judge clinically, and treat patient accordingly. In such patients, sometimes CT scan is very, very helpful because it is the gold standard and it can pick up the smallest findings in the lungs that are suggestive of COVID-19 infection. So if you ask me, the gold standard is CT scan, but almost between 4 to 7 days if the patient has got cough, breathlessness, and RT-PCR on second or third day of the symptoms. How to treat? As I told you, few patients are very basic. You know, they can be treated with very basic medications. Give paracetamol, give a cough syrup, good nutrition, bed rest, warm liquids, and they do very, very well. Out of other patients, those who have major problems, you know, we need to give hydroxychloroquine. We give them antibiotics. You might have heard about Fabiflu and Favipiravir. Hospitalized patients, when they have moderate to severe disease, we need to give them remdesivir. When the oxygen levels drops down, patient has got severe infection, we need to give steroids. There is a problem when the body's immunity does not fight, and then there is a severe problem in the body. Then we go what is called as tocilizumab. Some patients require plasma also, and we need to give heparin also to few patients as a blood thinner. Now, do all patients require hospitalization? No. Only few patients require. So if patient is asymptomatic or mildly symptomatic, home isolation and monitoring. Don't panic. Be in touch with your doctor. Monitor your oxygen level. Keep yourself very well hydrated. Just take supportive medications. 90% of the patients do recover with basic care only. If separate bedroom is not there, they need to go to quarantine and isolation center so they don't infect the other family members abroad. That is very, very important. What are the warning signs? I always tell my patients, what are the warning signs? What are the red flag signs? If there is persistent fever more than 100 degrees, which is coming almost 3 to 4 times in a day. If there is excessive cough, they are not able to talk at all. They are not able to lie down. They have a continuous feeling of uneasiness and drowsiness. They are sleepy, drowsy, not talking much with the other family members. They feel like there is a lot of congestion in the chest and there is a difficulty in breathing. Or when you check on pulse oximeter, your oxygen level is constantly dropping below 95 and going below 92. These are the indications that, you know, your situation is not looking good and your condition is worsening. It is better you go to the hospital and contact a doctor and get admitted. So you have to remember fever, worsening cough, shortness of breath, dropping oxygen saturation, and drowsiness. These are the few important points you should keep in your mind. If any of these symptoms are there, then you need to rush to the hospital. Otherwise, you can be taken care at home with the supervision of your family doctor. Now, home isolation. Very few basic things. I think by this time, you all are more smarter than us also. And you know most of the things that what needs to be taken care of. But yes, if need to stay in isolation, it has to be within the room, and 14 days of isolation has to be continued. Try to keep the windows open for fresh air and nice sunlight. Always use mask. Dispose after sanitization with 1% hypochlorite spray. Keep a black bag in the dustbin. Separate it differently and discard properly completely. That is very important. In case if somebody has to enter the room, always wear a mask. Maintain a good distance while talking. Maintain very good hygiene. Keep the surroundings, keep the utensils different. Wash the clothes separately. Avoid sharing household items like mobile phones, laptop, chargers, everything. Eat very healthy food. Maintain your immunity. If you are a diabetic, if you are a blood pressure, in spite of having best control, any infection makes your sugar and blood pressure go high, and vice versa. Any sugars which is not under control will make your infection flare up. So keep your blood sugars and blood pressure under tight control. If patient is smoking, they do have a poor outcome. Their lungs get affected more faster because their lungs are already weak. And always check your oxygen level both at rest with the help of pulse oximeter and even after 6 minutes of walk. Twice daily, very, very important in people, those who are positive or those who have symptoms. If your oxygen level drops down to more than 3 after walking for 6 minutes within the room where you have isolated, then it becomes a matter of concern. Otherwise, no. For example, when you put a pulse oximeter, it is 98. You remove the pulse oximeter, walk in the room for 6 minutes, you put again the pulse oximeter. If it is 96, 95, no need to worry much. But if it is dropping more than 3 to 4, like 94, 93, then you need to be very, very careful and cautious. Do good deep breathing exercises, do little pranayam, do little bit of alom vilom when you are in isolation. That helps. Now, what are the necessary steps when you're undergoing isolation? Elders in the family should be in a separate room if feasible. I have myself kept so many elderly people, those who had 2 BHK, 3 BHK. I had told that the elderly people, their grandparents or parents should be completely kept separately. There should be no point of contact between the young people and the old people who are infected. Otherwise, strict social distance should be maintained by all the family members. They should maintain a good hygiene. While giving meals, there is a common question among people. Anything to the patient, they can keep it at the door or else strictly use a face mask if they're coming near the patient for any reason, and use hand wash sanitizer strictly after interacting the patient. If anybody in the family develops symptoms of fever, cough, body ache, weakness, loss of appetite, loss of smell sensation, or difficulty in breathing, you should immediately seek medical attention because there is a high chances that the other family member is also having COVID-19 infection. Now coming to one of the most important thing, which is the talk of the town right now, is about vaccine. And there is no other treatment for COVID-19 right now till we vaccinate most of our people. And that's why the vaccine drive is going at such a great level that, now people are being vaccinated in their societies, at their corporates, everywhere, so that we vaccinate more and more people. We provide the protection, gradually develop the herd immunity so that the disease is being taken care of or the COVID virus does not spread. Just to explain in brief, what we know majorly is there are 2 vaccines which are being very commonly used in our country. One is Covaxin and other is Covishield vaccine. Both of them are good. Both of them are efficacious. Though Covaxin is undergoing phase 3 trial, so the data is not yet available. So it is not been approved by DCGA or international countries like US and UK and UAE. Whereas Covishield has already submitted its data and it's approved. That's why Covishield is approved worldwide right now. Just to explain you what are the basic difference between the two, Covaxin and Covishield. So Covaxin is from Bharat Biotech ICMR, whereas Covishield is from Serum Institute of India. Covaxin is an inactivated virus. So for a basic understanding, the virus which has been put into this one, it's a killed virus. So the possible side effects are very, very less with Covaxin. However, in Covishield, it's a non-replicating viral vector, which is a live virus has been. And that's why many of you who would have taken a vaccine, first dose or second dose, you might have experienced 1 or 2 days of fever, little bit of body pain or something like that. Efficacy, as I said, both are efficacious, almost 70 to 80%. However, the phase 3 trial data is yet to be submitted from Covaxin, whereas that has been submitted by Covishield, and the efficacy is around 70%. Storage somewhere is around 2 to 8 degrees, 2 to 8 degrees. Pfizer vaccine requires -degree of storage, and that's why it is not possible in our country, particularly in the remote areas. we need to give 2 doses of Covaxin and Covishield. Covaxin we can give at a gap of 4 weeks. First dose on 0 day and second dose at the end of 4 weeks. As far as Covishield is concerned, first dose on 0 day and second dose minimum 12 weeks. At least we should keep a gap of 84 days as far as the ICMR and the government guidelines. But I would say minimum at least 2 months to 10 weeks. This is what is available in most of the part of our country, and we have been given in most of these areas. Now, just to summarize a few myths about COVID, a lot of things, there is a WhatsApp Baba, Google Baba, a lot of things are there which are putting so many things, and a lot of long messages are also being carried off. So there was a lot of myth that with the summer coming up, the coronavirus will be killed. But friends, we saw the maximum number of COVID cases during the summer season. The second wave was actually at the peak during the April and May months. So it is not there. Second thing, having a bath with hot water will kill the virus. No, it never happens like that. So there is no necessity of using extremely hot water. Second thing. Third thing, spraying alcohol or disinfectant over the body can prevent infection. Absolutely no, never do that by mistake also. It's a high stupidity thing to do completely. I have seen almost 8 to 10 patients who have come with their complete food pipe burnt because they were taking so much hot water and hot kadas, thinking that they have got COVID-19 infection, and if they drink it, the virus will be killed completely. So we have seen that their food pipe has completely burnt off. It is charred completely. So never do that. Coronavirus can be passed through chicken and meat for non-vegetarian people. Absolutely no, it doesn't spread like that. A person with coronavirus can recover fully and can be no more infectious. Yes, but partially. You have to wait for at least first 10 days. Till 10 days, he can be infective. Almost 10 days, the infectivity goes down, and after 14 days, he becomes completely non-infectious. There was a lot of WhatsApp news that eating raw garlic, sesame seeds will protect you against the virus. Nothing protects you against the virus. It's only your immunity. So maintain your immunity, good eat nutritious food, do good debate. Otherwise, nothing protects you or prevents you. That's why, because the virus is such a notorious virus that in spite of taking 2 doses of vaccine, we are seeing so many patients still getting infected because of this mutation of the virus completely. And you can get COVID-19 through mosquito bites. No, it doesn't spread through mosquito bites. So no need to worry about that particular component. Thank you very much. The session is open for questions, discussion, whatever you have, please come ahead, ask, feel free to ask questions, whatever you have in your mind.
Yeah, Dr. Shah, can you stop sharing now?
Yes, yes.
Your slideshow is over. Huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Good evening, Doctor. Milind
Yes.
Rane.
Yes, yes. Tell me, Mr. Rane.
So, wonderful session. I am a part of Lions Club and Giants also. Just a query, how do you look at now, how much % of people need to be vaccinated to get herd immunity? Like our target is up to December, that majority of us will be vaccinated, because below 18, we have not vaccinated anyone still in India. So that is 2 questions. So how much is the herd immunity %? And what do you see the future for below 18? Like 15, 16, 17, 18. My son is 16. So he's also waiting when he'll get like maybe Pfizer or Moderna. So these 2 questions. You got my question, right?
Yeah.
Herd immunity and vaccination for children also. Yeah.
See, herd immunity is something, for people who don't know about herd immunity, is that, what happens in herd immunity when majority of the population gets infected, the intensity of the virus naturally comes down, and overall the infection in the society starts coming down. For this, at least 70 to 80% of the country's population should get infected. Okay. Or they should get vaccinated. That is what is herd immunity.
Okay.
If you go by what I was reading 2 days back, that with such a good speed of vaccination in our country at present, still we have not vaccinated even 10% of the entire population. It's a task. There was a very good article that we are vaccinating 1 New Zealand country per day. The problem is our population right now. So we need to vaccinate at such a high level, to have that herd immunity. So if you ask me, we are too far away from herd immunity right now. It's going to take at least a year. Though we are focusing December, I am not very sure that whether we'll be able to achieve that. But yes, down the line, another year, I think we should be able to vaccinate maximum amount of individuals. So that was your first question as far as herd immunity is concerned. At present, going by the statistics, we have just vaccinated 10% of the entire country's population. Roughly, it is somewhere 8-9%, but I take it as 10%. So we are far away from vaccinating at least almost 70%, either getting infected or getting vaccinated. So it's a long journey for all of us. First thing. Second, vaccinating below 18 years. So that will happen because there are still people above 50 who are waiting to get vaccinated. 18 to 45 is still there. So vaccinating below 18 is going to be a little difficult as far as the things are concerned right now. But yes, in the next few months, it may happen. And that is why if you listen to most of the things right now, we are forcing that the third wave, which we are anticipating, which will be infecting more of these young individuals. Because see, this virus, it requires a reservoir. You are vaccinated, I am vaccinated. So we are no more a reservoir for them. Or even if we are a reservoir, they cannot replicate much in our body. So where they are going to replicate? They are going to replicate in small children, in kids, and these below 18 years of age. So that's why the government is trying to vaccinate even those people at an early stage. I've just heard there were a few schools which were open, and then they had to be shut because the teacher got infected, someone got infected. If you see the literature right now, the 3 kids, they underwent an eye surgery because they had developed a very, very florid COVID infection, and they started having that black fungus symptoms and all. So obviously, any single child getting infected, you understand the emotions involved in that. Parents, all family, the institution. So I think how significant it is going to be, I think time will only tell.
Okay, so Pfizer and Moderna will take time to come in India, or Covishield or Covaxin, any possible? It will take time.
So Covishield and Covaxin 100%, I think the way the production has been enhanced, the way they have been allowing most of the societies, most of the corporates to start vaccinating, the idea is that, and to be very honest, why the duration of the vaccination has been increased. Initially it was 2 months, if you remember. Now it has been advanced to 84 days. The intention was 2. One, most of the literature and studies shown that patients who have received the first dose and second dose, for some reason it was delayed, they had a better antibodies, first one. And second, when we are increasing the gap between the 2 doses, you are vaccinating more and more people. At least 1 dose, some amount of protection is being given to more and more population.
Okay.
So see, Pfizer, Moderna, all has got few problems because Pfizer, fine, in Mumbai we have the facilities, storing it at -70°, remote countries, remote states, remote towns, villages, it's going to be a task with problem with electricities, rains, other things and all. So it is going to take little time for all these things to happen. But yes, Sputnik is coming. I know Sputnik is going to start in the next few days in Mumbai. So being Sputnik, Covishield and Covaxin is going to submit its phase 3 trial in the next few days. I think these all options will be available for most of one even below 18 years in the next few days.
Right. No, like now, as you said, corporates are doing very rapidly.
Yeah.
I'm heading HR for Somaya Group.
Yes.
So like we have collated all the data last 2 days and we are submitting to FICCI, Federation of Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And tomorrow onwards, we are seeing that majority of our employees are getting first dose at least 18 to 40.
Absolutely.
45 plus have been vaccinated. Most of the corporates, if you see, major drives have been done. So it's a good thing, corporate. I think now Lions Club, Giants like now, they have to also motivate others and we take that.
Everybody is not this one. I know 2 corporates, the way you are mentioning, they have 1,200 employees. In the last 1 week, they have vaccinated everybody.
Right.
So I think that is a very good move. Now see, now the government has moved from few stand hospitals, they have gone to corporates, they are going to the societies, the way you said, Rotary Club, Lion Clubs, everything, the local corporate of that area. So I think it is spreading gradually. See, the only worry is the mutation of the virus. I think the government is trying. We are now motivated. Everybody is taking the vaccine. Now we have to just see how things shape up in the next few weeks.
I think Poonam Ben wanted to ask something.
Yes. First, your speech was really very useful.
Thank you.
And I screenshot of certain your images, which I can share to my some family members because I found really useful. Now I have around 3-4 questions. First thing, me and my husband has got vaccinated with the gap of 28 days only.
Gap of?
I mean, 28-30 દિવસનું જો ફર્સ્ટ ગેપ હતું ને એમાં જ કરી લીધું.
કેવું વેક્સિન લીધું તમે, કોવિશિલ્ડ કે કોવેક્સિન?
કોવિશિલ્ડ લીધું આપણે. અને મને આમ થોડું ના મળી ગયું કોન્ફિડન્સ માર્ચ. તો ઇઝ ઇટ
તમારો વોઇસ બ્રેક થાય છે.
બ્રેક થાય છે. વોઇસ ઓકે, ગેપ ઓછું છે તો એના હિસાબે કઈ પ્રોબ્લેમ થાય?
ના, કઈ પ્રોબ્લેમ નહીં થાય. ફક્ત શું કરો તમે, whenever it is possible, એક તમારું ફક્ત સ્પાઇક એન્ટીબોડી કરાવી.
Okay. Okay.
If you have developed good spike antibody, you don't have to worry.
Okay. Spike antibody, right?
Spike antibodies.
Okay.
એનામાં બે આવે, આપણે નોર્મલ કહીએ SARS COVID, આપણે COVID antibodies આવે, અને સેકન્ડ આવે spike antibodies. Since you have taken both the doses, એક spike antibody કરાવી લો, it will know, let us know કે તમારા બોડીમાં કેટલા antibodies develop છે.
Okay. Thank you. હવે સેકન્ડ, મારા બ્રધરે પહેલો લઈ લીધું કોવિશિલ્ડ. હવે બીજા માટે એ લોકોએ લંબાવી નાખ્યો છે 84 days કે એમ. તો આપણે સ્પુતનિક લઈ શકીએ સેકન્ડ કે કોવિશિલ્ડ જ લેવાના?
કોવિશિલ્ડ જ લેવાનું.
કોવિશિલ્ડ. હવે પોસ્ટ ડાયાબિટીક, એટલે આમ ડાયાબિટીક હોય, કોવિડ થયું છે ડાયાબિટીક પેશન્ટને, તો કઈ સ્પેશિયલ કેર લેવાની જરૂર હોય?
એટલો ટાઈમ થઈ ગયો કોવિડ ઇન્ફેક્શન થઈને,
6 મહિનાથી વધારે.
then you don't have to worry. એટલે કોવિડ ના અંદરમાં there we classify કોવિડ માં એક તો during the covid infection, that is the major crisis phase. એના પછી અમે કહીએ કે પોસ્ટ કોવિડ ફર્સ્ટ 2 to 4 weeks, જેમાં આપણે સાંભળી છે કે બ્લડ ક્લોટ થઈ ગયા, હાર્ટ એટેક આવી ગયું, that is second. અને third is called as a long covid post covid status. એના અંદરમાં extreme weakness લાગવાની, થાક ખૂબ લાગવાનો, joint pain થવાનું. But in case if 6 months have passed and the patient is doing good, there is no problem. Now we don't foresee any complications because of the COVID infection which took place 6 months back.
Thank you so much. અને હેર ફોલ ખરું થાય? કોવિડ થયું એના પછી સિમ્પટમ્સ માં હેર ફોલ હોય?
કોઈ બી સ્ટ્રેસફુલ સિચ્યુએશન લઈ લો, કોઈ બી ઇન્ફેક્શન લઈ લો, કોવિડ છે, ડેન્ગ્યુ છે, તમને કોઈ મેજર ઇન્ફેક્શન થયું છે, હેર ફોલ ઇઝ ધ રિસ્પોન્સ ઓફ ધ બોડી. જેમ એકવાર તમારી ઇમ્યુનિટી બૂસ્ટ થશે, તમારું ઇન્ફેક્શન ઓછું થશે, હેર ફોલ વિલ અગેન ગુડ.
ઓકે. ઓકે, થેન્ક યુ સો મચ. થેન્ક યુ.
Actually, I am so happy. Many of our giants from South Mumbai, Murtaza Ghadial is also there. उन्होंने अपना lecture खत्म करके he just joined. Thank you, Murtaza.
Bankim,
yes,
there are two raised hand. Bankim.
I have one question.
Yes.
So,
Please, બોલો.
Yes. Hello, Neha.
So much.
hello.
I would like
Can I ask a question? हाँ डॉक्टर મારો પ્રશ્ન એ છે કે આ વાયરસ ફર્ધર મ્યુટેશન કરશે તો આપણે લીધેલું વેક્સિન આપણને કેટલું કામ લાગશે? હાઉ મેની %?
પર્સન્ટેજમાં કેવું બહુ ડિફિકલ્ટ છે, બટ ડેફિનેટલી એવું એટલે જ કહું છું કે એવું નથી કે there are a lot of people જે સમજે છે કે અમારા 2 વેક્સિન થઈ ગયા, હવે અમને કોઈ પ્રોબ્લેમ નહીં થાય. સો જો વાયરસ મ્યુટેટ થયું તો ઓનલી ટાઈમ વિલ ટેલ કે કેવું મ્યુટેશન થાય છે, કેટલું સિવિયર ઇન્ફેક્શન થાય છે. બટ યસ, you will definitely have some amount of good protection in your body because you are already vaccinated.
અચ્છા.
એટલે હમણાં જોઈ છે ઘણા પેશન્ટ્સ લોકોને 2 વેક્સિન લીધા પછી બી ઇન્ફેક્શન છે, બટ ઘણું માઇલ્ડ છે. They don't have major complications because of this. So we are in a safe position, you can see.
અચ્છા. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Sonali, you can ask. Sonali.
हाँ, सोनाली कैसा वाला? Sonali, when are you on? Are you unmuted? Well, I think she is not. She's there, but she's. Let me unmute.
From
her.
long she was raising her hand.
I'm unmuting her. अच्छा, तमें Sonali when you can ask. So I think she is not asking, though she has a. She is unmuted. Anybody else? अच्छा, I would like to ask.
Can I?
अच्छा, हाँ, प्रशांत भाई will ask the question. Yeah, please.
ડોક્ટર સાહેબ, હા, અત્યારે જે એ લોકો એક કઈ ટ્રાયલ કરે છે કે 2 અલગ અલગ વેક્સિન લેવાના, તો એની રિઝલ્ટ ને એનો શું લાગે છે તમને?
એટલે it is too premature to talk right now. They are trying mix and match combinations. એટલે એક બે નાના ટ્રાયલ જે થયા છે એના અંદરમાં એવું આવ્યું છે કે if you are giving first dose, જેમ હમણાં મને કોઈ પૂછ્યું કે મેં પહેલા કોવિશિલ્ડ લીધું છે અને અમે સ્પુટનિક લઈએ, so you know the subject size is very small where the research is going on. So based upon that, you can't implement it for the complete population. So I think we'll have to wait for this cocktail to really come into existence.
નહીં એટલે કહેવાનો ક્વેશ્ચન પૂછવાનો મેન્શન એ હતું કે સમજો કે કોવિડશિલ્ડ અત્યારે અવેલેબલ નથી તો એને બદલે કોવેક્સ લઈ શકાય કે નહીં?
ના, એટ પ્રેઝન્ટ આપણું જે ગાઈડલાઇન્સ આઈસીએમઆર જે આપણે પૂરું ઇન્ડિયા ફોલો કરી છે, તમે જે પહેલું વેક્સિન લીધું છે, સેકન્ડ વેક્સિન શુડ બી ધ
સેમ. ઓકે, થેન્ક યુ ડોક્ટર. થેન્ક યુ.
ડોક્ટર સાહેબ,
યસ,
મારો પ્રશ્ન એ છે કે દુનિયામાં એવા કોઈ કન્ટ્રી છે કે જ્યાં સેકન્ડ વેવ આવી ગયું અને ત્યાર પછી ઘણું ટાઈમ થયા પણ બધું કંટ્રોલમાં જ હોય અને થર્ડ વેવ ત્યાં આવ્યું નથી, પણ ઇન્ડિયામાં શું કહે છે કે થર્ડ વેવની પોસિબિલિટી છે?
સર પોસિબિલિટી ડેફિનેટલી છે. એટલે જે સાયન્ટિસ્ટ કો, જે એપિડેમિયોલોજીસ્ટ કો જે બધું સ્ટેટિસ્ટિક્સ ફોલો કરી રહ્યા છે, એટલે ઇનડાયરેક્ટલી તો એવું ત્યાં ડેફિનેટલી છે કે થર્ડ વેવ ઇઝ ઇનએવિટેબલ, આવશે જ. બટ એની ઇન્ટેન્સિટી શું રહેશે, વેધર ઇટ ઇઝ ગોઈંગ ટુ બી વેરી માઇલ્ડ વન ઓર ઇટ ઇઝ ગોઈંગ ટુ બી લાઈક અ સેકન્ડ વેવ, આપણે જોવાનું છે કે આ વાયરસ ઇન ધ નેક્સ્ટ ફ્યુ વીક્સ મ્યુટેશન કેવી રીતના થાય છે, આપણું વેક્સિનેશન ડ્રાઈવ કેટલું ફાસ્ટ થાય છે. અને હવે કે હવે બધું લોકડાઉન ગ્રેજ્યુઅલી ઓપન થઈ ગયું છે. આપણે જોતા હશું કે પીપલ હેવ સ્ટાર્ટેડ ફર્ગેટિંગ અબાઉટ ધ કોવિડ એપ્રોપ્રિએટ બિહેવિયર. જો એના અંદરમાં પાછી ગડબડ થવા માંડી તો then we might see a peak. If you ask me personally, મારો પોતાનો, I may be completely wrong, but since I'm into all this for the last 1 year, third wave પાક્કું આવશે. But I feel personally that it would be a mild one. It would not be so disastrous like the second.
Okay. તો દુનિયામાં એવા પણ કન્ટ્રી હશે કે જ્યાં થર્ડ વેવ ઘણા સમયથી આવ્યું જ નથી, સેકન્ડ વેવ?
Yes. Yes, ઘણા જગ્યા પર સેકન્ડ વેવ પછી થર્ડ આવ્યું નથી, but they have been able to contain the virus because population ઓછી છે, વેક્સિનેશન થઈ ગયું છે, બાકી બધું થઈ ગયું છે, so they are not able. But big countries like આપણું થઈ ગયું, UK થઈ ગયું, they all have faced the third wave also.
Right. Thank you, sir.
Dr. Saab, how many waves can we expect?
How
many waves can we expect?
This virus is so notorious that you listen to the best person of the country, he also says, કાલ તમે જોશો તો ડોક્ટર ગુલારિયા એમના ટેલિવિઝન ન્યૂઝમાં એના જે આવ્યું છે પૂરું એક આર્ટિકલ હું વાંચતો હતો ન્યૂઝપેપરમાં, એમાં કે nothing is written on the stone.
That's true.
Everything is changeable as far as COVID virus. આપણે જાનમાં I think everybody had forgotten what is COVID, and then we all were under second wave.
That's true.
So we don't know, but yes, if you ask me, I don't foresee many more waves now. If we can take care of these 6 months very properly, I think we can lead a good, better, natural life by the next year.
And besides, Dr. Saab, what we are listening to is about the nasal spray coming in as a vaccination. Is it going to support every kind of mutation? What can be supposed from that?
Sir, mutation નું તો છે ને કોઈ એટલે જે બેસ્ટ વર્લ્ડ નો સાયન્ટિસ્ટ છે ને, I will just put the other way to you. આટલા વર્ષો થઈ ગયા તો હમણાં ઠીક છે. We like when I was very young in my school days and college days, HIV was a very hot topic.
Oh yeah, right.
આજે બી આપણે જોઈએ છીએ, you people into organization, તમે કેટલા જોતા હશો કે કેટલા લોકો પોઝિટિવ આજે બી થાય છે. હા, આટલું બધું બધા તમે જોયું, બિલ ગેટ્સે કેટલા બિલિયન એન્ડ બિલિયન્સ ઓફ ડોલર્સ આપ્યા, બધાએ આપ્યા રિસર્ચમાં નામાં. કેન વી ક્રિએટ અ વેક્સિન?
No.
The biggest problem with virus, dengue virus આપણા મુંબઈમાં આટલું અફેક્ટ કરીને જાય છે. Can we create a virus? Because the problem with most of the viruses is they keep mutating. But the only big problem with this COVID-19 virus is that the mutation is happening very fast, and that's why there is a concern that this is really a natural virus or this is biologically created virus, which is itself a very hot topic and a different topic of debate.
Yes.
Thank you so much, doctor. Thank you so much.
Yeah, can I have one question?
Yes.
So now you're on the line.
Yes.
Your video is not
hello. Thank you, Mihir bhai. It was really nice.
Thank you very much.
Very informative. And thank you all giants. I wanted to ask, આ કોવિડ પછી જે વીકનેસ આવે છે કે કોવિડની સાથે વીકનેસ આવે છે, તો એની સાથે શું લેવું જોઈએ? લાઈક અપાર્ટ મેડિસિન્સ તો પછી બંધ જ થઈ જાય છે.
Most important is very good nutrition. Diet.
For an example,
you should give everything. You should, in case if someone is a vegetarian, good protein rich diet. Nuts થઈ ગયા છે મોર્નિંગ ના અંદરમાં, કમ્પલસરી વન ફ્રૂટ છે. થોડું શું you can give extra ghee little bit to the person because he has lost a lot of calories in the last few months of COVID-19 infection. આપણે જે બેલેન્સ ડાયટ કહીએ, વેજીટેબલ્સ, ફ્રૂટ્સ, નટ્સ બધું આવી જાય, એ આપવું જોઈએ ફર્સ્ટ વન. સેકન્ડ ચીજ છે કે લાઈક give good rest to your body. That is second thing. Let the body heal by its natural mechanism. And if somebody is elderly, and जो underlying disease છે, diabetes છે, blood pressure છે, keep those things under tight control.
Okay, thank you. It has recently happened in a family.
I know. So weakness takes little time. You would have heard, I have seen many patients who have been so tough in their life, but with COVID they all have become very weak, but gradually things become okay.
अच्छा સેકન્ડ જે આરટીપીસીઆર હોય એ 14 દિવસ પછી અને પછી ક્યારે લોકોએ એમની સાથે ઇન્ટરેક્શનમાં આવવું જોઈએ?
See, ideally speaking, જો આજે સપોઝ કોઈ પર્સનને ઇન્ફેક્ટ થયું છે અને આજે આરટીપીસીઆર પોઝિટિવ આવ્યું છે ફર્સ્ટ, so recent આપણે જે ફોલો કરી છે, we are not doing any second RT-PCR for any of the patient. જે પહેલા હતું હવે the guidelines have changed અને આપણે કરતા નથી. તમે મને એમ પૂછો ક્વેશ્ચન તો જનરલી એ પર્સનની ઇન્ફેક્ટિવિટી કો એના તરફથી બીજા કોઈની ઇન્ફેક્શન થાય, it generally goes down by almost 80 to 90% by 10th day. Till the 10th day he is very infective. 10 to 14 days there is a little chance of around 10 to 20%, but he generally becomes non-infective to anybody after 14 days.
Okay.
So એટલે indirectly if you ask me, હું પેશન્ટને કહું કે 10 days આઇસોલેશન રહ્યા પછી થતું હોય કે ના હવે બહુ તકલીફ થાય છે એક જ રૂમમાં રહીને, અને ઘરમાં જો કોઈ એલ્ડરલી પીપલ કે કોઈ વલ્નરેબલ એજ ગ્રુપના ના હોય, યંગ જ હોય, તો માસ્ક પહેરીને થોડું શું બહાર જવું હોય, અડધો કલાક 10 મિનિટ પાછું આવી જવું હોય તો they can come. અને 14 days પછી everything is normal.
Okay, thank you. Thanks.
अच्छा, मिलिंद सावंत जी कुछ पूछना चाहेंगे?
Yeah, good evening everybody. Thanks to Mir sir also
your
for sharing.
video is not visible.
Yeah, one sec.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, good evening everybody.
Yes. Sir, you are from
Giants? Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I just want to two questions. First of all, that nowadays we are listening about the youngest people that vaccination on flu is to be given to the youngest people. Is it true?
Yeah. And what is your second question? So I will answer both together.
Yeah. Second question is that just 2 days back I seen one advertisement on newspaper about quick checkup for Covishield. It is some newspaper advertising coming by some actor. So just want to know what's the validity of that kit.
Yeah, two things now. First is about, second wave, nobody was predicting a second wave, and it came like a big problem, and we saw how many people have lost their lives. So nobody wants to burn their hands now. So everybody is showing extreme preparedness for the third wave. And अगर आपने मेरा lecture अभी सुना होगा तो मैंने बताया कि the virus will look into some reservoir. So that's why the prediction of all the scientists and research is that who are the reservoirs now? Because हम तो सब vaccinate हो चुके हैं. So now it is going to be the young children. So now young children with the monsoon setting in and the third wave being predicted for these younger children and this one. So they should not get even the normal monsoon related illness, or they should not catch up any secondary infection. And that's why the trend of giving the influenza shot to most of the young children, kids is coming up. To be very honest, this was always recommended. ये हम पहले से बता रहे थे कि बच्चों को जैसे मॉनसून होता है इन्फ्लुएंजा का डोज दे देना चाहिए, हमने भी ले लेना चाहिए, आपने और मैंने भी ले लेना चाहिए, बट बच्चों को पक्का देना चाहिए. बट नाउ विद द थर्ड वेव बीइंग टारगेटेड टू यंग किड्स, अगर है तो पक्का देना चाहिए. देयर इज नो हार्म. दैट इज फर्स्ट थिंग. So if you have heard and if you have kids, you should give them the normal influenza vaccine. Don't confuse two different things. Influenza will never protect you, or the flu vaccine will never protect you against the COVID. But you should not have combined infection. You should not have flu infection. And again, it is not you have taken a flu vaccine means you are safe. But yes, the chances of you getting the flu, you getting the influenza is 60-70% taken care.
Okay.
That is first. And second, जो आपने पढ़ा हुआ है कि about the second question was about the Covishield, right?
Yeah, Covishield. You test ready-made test something, quick test kit.
You're talking about the diagnosis part. You're talking about Covishield.
Yeah, diagnostic.
Diagnostic. So diagnostic, there are different kits which have come. There's a different name to this kit. If you're doing say RT-PCR, the normal method that the government has employed in most of the diagnostics, it takes at least 8 hours to 12 hours for the reports to get ready. This particular gives you report within 2 hours to 4 hours. It's a costly test because the machine which is being the process is involved is very costly. But yes, Metropolis, many other labs, Apollo, where I'm practicing, we all have that thing where the reports are given within 2 to 4 hours. So it's a true news. It's a right.
Okay, but that ready-made quick test kit is can be used because they are given the commitment that within 5 hours you get come to know the your COVID positive or negative.
Yes. So you can use.
So that can be used instead of visiting lab.
Yes, you should use, but again, you should be able to do it very properly, first one. And second, we'll have to see, because it has just come into this, so we'll have to see how much is the sensitivity and specificity of this. आपने सुना होगा बहुत लोगों का कोविड एंटीजन टेस्ट होता है जिसका 2 घंटे में रिपोर्ट मिल जाता है, बट समटाइम दैट कम्स नेगेटिव, बट देन आरटीपीसीआर कम्स पॉजिटिव.
Okay.
So once this comes into existence, we'll have to exactly see how much is the sensitivity and specificity. But yes, these all things are employed where patient is bad, not getting hospital because of COVID, patient is planned for a surgery. There you want some quick COVID report. This is very useful.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Thank you, sir.
I have one question.
Yes.
मुझे खुद COVID हुआ था before 22-3 days, and as you said, with the diet and etc. and with a good doctor's observation, I kind of recovered and still recovering. So my first vaccine was April 3rd, and then 84 days are completing on 24th June. So in my CoWIN software, it says that 24th June you can take, 26th June you should take, and the due date is 26th July. So is there any due date of vaccine that by that?
So now tell me, when you had COVID infection?
I had COVID infection before 22 days.
No, मुझे डेट बताइए roughly. First day of symptoms or
29th of May.
May, na?
Detected.
Yeah. So the day you were positive or you had symptoms, count exactly 2 months.
Okay.
And then take the vaccine. Means the ICMR guidelines put up, if you had a COVID infection, you should wait for 3 months to take the second dose. But generally 3 months is too much. 2 months is more than sufficient.
Okay.
So जिस दिन आपका symptoms पाया था या RT-PCR was positive, 2 months, and then you can take the second dose.
And there is no government due date for it, na? That
no due date. No,
so I can take it after exactly after 2 months from the date of
from the date of infection.
Infection. Okay.
डॉक्टर साहब, आई हैव अ क्वेश्चन.
यस.
जैसे ये वेव्स आते हैं, अभी सेकंड थर्ड भी आ सकता है बोल रहे हैं, तो अब ये कोविड के कोरोना पीरियड का एंड कैसे होगा? मतलब वो समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, कब तक ये खत्म होगा?
सर हो जाएगा सर, लेट्स बी पॉजिटिव.
नहीं, पॉजिटिव तो फुल हूं मैं, ऐसा नहीं है.
और सेकंड चीज है, वही बता रहा हूँ, वैक्सीनेशन ड्राइव जिस स्पीड से चल रहा है, एंड हम प्लान कर रहे हैं कि एटलीस्ट 70% ऑफ पॉपुलेशन अगर दिसंबर तक वैक्सीनेट हो जाता है, तो अगर वायरस और कोरोना जाने वाला नहीं है, कोरोना ग्रेजुअली वायरस जैसा नॉर्मल होता है कि मॉनसून आ गया, डेंगू आने वाला है अभी, उसी तरह से कोविड भी थोड़ा बहुत चलता रहेगा. मुझे तो शायद ऐसा भी लगता है कि इन द नेक्स्ट फ्यू इयर्स ऐसा भी आ जाए कि जैसे हर साल, जैसा भी किसी ने मुझे पूछा कि फ्लू का शॉट लेना चाहिए क्या, तो शायद धीरे धीरे वैसा भी कुछ रिसर्च में आ सकता है कि हर साल हम कोविड का वायरस वैक्सीन ले लेंगे. जैसे म्यूटेशन चेंज होता है, म्यूटेशन इनकॉर्पोरेट हो जाएगा. जैसे हम लोग इन्फ्लुएंजा का वैक्सीन हम डॉक्टर्स हम हर साल लगाते हैं, तो स्ट्रेन चेंज होके आती है अंदर कि इस वक्त ये है, इस वक्त ये है, तो वैसे इसकी भी स्ट्रेन चेंज हो जाएगी और हर साल हम सबको एक डोज लेना पड़ेगा.
करेक्ट.
बट जो इंटेंसिटी से जो उधम मचा के रखा हुआ है, आई थिंक दैट विल डेफिनेटली कम.
थैंक यू सर.
और जो एक कॉमन क्वेश्चन है, जो जैसे डॉक्टर रवि गोडसे के बारे में जो मीडिया में आते हैं, तो उनका भी एक थियरी, आई एम नॉट सेइंग फुल्ली करेक्ट, सो इट्स देयर इज अ पॉइंट आल्सो कि एक तो हर्ड मेंटालिटी है, और आपने भी बोला कि थर्ड वेव वी शुड एक्सपेक्ट कि थर्ड वेव के बाद हो जाएगा, वी शुड थिंक पॉजिटिव. ओके, वी हैव टू टेक केयर आल्सो, और थर्ड वेव के बाद मींस थिंग्स विल बी क्वाइट अंडर कंट्रोल बिकॉज ऑफ वैक्सीनेशन एंड अदर जो मास प्रिकॉशंस लिए हुए हैं. तो रवि गोडसे also is okay theory, तो उनका भी कुछ
I will put it the other way. जो हम लोगों ने सेकंड वेव में फेस किया, एंड अप्रैल में was so bad for our country. Same situation was US few months back. It was in November, December. US was also going through the same phase. They started an extensive vaccination drive. Population थोड़ा कम है, they are more into economically more developed, more channelized, more planned, they are vaccinated. So I had a word with few of my friends who are from US, and now most of the places they have said there is no need for mask also. So either we have to achieve that, most of our people get infected. So we can't expect that 80% of our population gets COVID infection, which is very difficult. Or either we vaccinate at least 70%, which is still a possible, though little far-fetched thought, but still it is possible. So if we can achieve this, the overall intensity of the viral infection, the COVID infection will definitely come down.
Okay, now Prashant Bhai and Murtaza wants to ask something. And I think these are the two last person, then we will end the session.
Sure.
Bankim?
Yeah, and anybody?
Murtaza
Bhai, you want to ask question?
No questions, only thanks and keep it up. A very nice session. Mir bhai, yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Actually, and Prashant Bhai wants to ask question.
Dr. Sir, if we consider this as a biological war, is it true or it's just a false statement given by who?
It's a very, very controversial and a debatable question where we can keep on discussing, and there is no final answer to it. Because we still don't know. A lot of people are involved. You must be seeing a lot of teams have gone, but no conclusive answer.
Yeah, that is correct, sir.
Yeah.
Hello, I have one more last question,
Yes.
Navin.
Hello. Yes.
See, જેના ઘરે આ થયું હોય કોવિડ અને પછી 14 દિવસ પછી અમુક જે ફૂડ ઘરમાં હોય જે આપણે ટચ કર્યું હોય કોવિડ પેશન્ટ કે કશું તો એ શું કરાય આપણે એટલે કારણ કે ઘરમાં મેઇન વ્યક્તિ જ હોય કે જે કામ કરતો
કોણ
હોય
સોનાલી બેન છે ને?
હા ઓ સોરી યસ આઈ એમ યોર
તો સોનાલી બેન ટેલ મી કે આટલા 1.5 વર્ષમાં તમે તો બધા આપણે નોનસ્ટોપ WhatsApp પર છીએ, ટીવી પર છીએ, ફ્રેન્ડ્સ અરે વાત બી તો કોવિડ ની સો મને એક કેસ એવી બતાડો કે જે આપણે એવું સાંભળ્યું હોય કે આમને આ વસ્તુને હાથ લગાડીને એમને કોવિડ ઇન્ફેક્શન થઈ. કેટલી વાર સાંભળી તમે?
ભલે ન સાંભળ્યો હોય આઈ એમ જસ્ટ
So no. So I'm putting.
going through the phase.
I know. I understand.
તો મને છે ને આ પૂછવું હતું કારણ કે શું થાય કે there are COVID patient ને પોતે જ અડકવું પડે. See, to be very frank to all giant and everybody, right now I am COVID positive. This is my 12th day.
Okay.
એટલે માટે I am just asking.
પૂછો મને શું પૂછ્યું?
હા એટલે માટે જ પૂછ્યું છે કે સપોઝ હું જે ફૂડ ને હાથ લગાડું કે જે ડબ્બા હોય ડ્રાય સ્નેક્સ ને બધું એ થોડા દિવસ એટલે આ 14-15 દિવસ પછી બીજા બધા ખાઈ શકે ઘરમાં કે ન ખાઈ શકે એ બધું કાઢી નાખવાનું?
ખાઈ શકે, પણ એટલે જ આપણે કે જનરલી કે જે બી તમારે જેટલું ખાવાનું હોય એ વસ્તુ એવી રીતના રાખો કે યુ આર યુઝિંગ એન્ડ ડિસ્કાર્ડિંગ ઇટ ઓફ.
હા મોસ્ટલી તો એવું જ કર્યું છે પણ there might be કોઈ
પ્રોબ્લેમ નહીં આવે, કોઈ પ્રોબ્લેમ નહીં.
એટલે માટે
No problem. The spray through fomite is still a very debatable thing. But because the virus is so contagious, we have put up all these possible things. It can spread through these things, so we should be very careful. But otherwise, touch karwatin, alidatin, the chances of spreading the virus is very, very rare.
Okay, done. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Sonali Ben, get well soon.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's the right time when I got this seminar. I was thinking all this 15 months કે એકદમ clean and clear આપણે તો નીકળી ગયા કોવિડ થી. But anyways,
take my words. બધાને એકવાર ક્યારે ના ક્યારે થવાનું છે. Just wish and pray કે it remains the mild the way you are positive but you are talking, you are listening, you are cheerful, you are laughing. Mild disease આવે તો કોઈ પ્રોબ્લેમ નથી.
ડોક્ટર સાહેબ આપણે લગન કર્યા ને આપણે લગન તો કર્યા ને તો બેટર હાફ તો આવી જ ને ઘરમાં. એ વેલું જવાનું નથી કોરોનાની જેમ.
Absolutely.
And maybe
અચ્છા ડોક્ટર મિલિંદ એક લાસ્ટ ક્વેશ્ચન હું પૂછી શકું છું?
Yes. Go ahead.
હા ડોક્ટર, અસ્થમા પેશન્ટ હોય અને એને day 1 એટલે લાસ્ટ માર્ચ 20 થી મારા ડોક્ટરે, મારી ડોટર સિવિયર અસ્થમા પેશન્ટ છે, તો જ્યારે માર્ચ 20 માં સ્ટાર્ટ થયું ત્યારે જ એમને એક દવા આપી દીધી હતી વેન્ટીડોક્સ કરીને કે હવે કોવિડ છે એટલે એડિશનલ મેડિસિન એને આપો. હજી પણ ચાલુ છે, 1.5 વર્ષ થઈ ગયું, પણ ડોક્ટર કે કોવિડ છે તો એને ચાલુ જ રાખો. તો ઇઝ ઇટ હાર્મફુલ ઓર આઈ કેન મેક ઇટ કન્ટિન્યુ?
શું છે એટલે શું છે વેન્ટીડોક્સ?
Ventidox M is a medicine to help the asthma થોડું એનું લાઇટ રહે ને અસ્થમાનું સિવિયર અટેક ના આવે એના માટે. આઈ થિંક કે બ્રોન્ક્યુલ્સ ખોલતું હશે એવું મને લાગે છે.
હું 1 મિનિટ, એટલે તમને એમને ઇનહેલર આપ્યું છે કે ટેબ્લેટ છે?
નહીં, ટેબ્લેટ છે અને ટેબ્લેટ
વેન્ટીડોક્સ એમ ને?
યસ, I have googled it, doctor.
હા, સો ડોક્સિફાઇલિન વિથ મોન્ટેલુકાસ છે, કંપનીનું નામ અલગ છે ને, કોઈ વાંધો નથી, આપી દો.
ચાલે, હજી પણ એટલે આટલું એ કે જ્યાં સુધી કોરોના છે ચાલુ જ રાખો,
વાંધો નહીં આવે. પણ એના કરતા મોસ્ટ ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ છે, તમે જેમ કહો છો કે સિવિયર અસ્થમા છે એમને, તો 2-3 એજ કેટલી છે?
She is 45.
ઠીક છે. સો ઈ ઇનહેલર પર હશે? નેબ્યુલાઇઝેશન લે છે? યસ. એમને કહેવાનું નેબ્યુલાઇઝેશન કમ્પલસરી રેગ્યુલર ચાલુ રાખે, પર્ટિક્યુલરલી મોન્સૂન બી છે, કોવિડ બી છે, બીકોઝ દેટ ઇઝ ધ મોસ્ટ ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ હેલ્પિંગ થિંગ ફોર ધેમ. ફર્સ્ટ વન. સેકન્ડ ચીજ છે, નાનું કે કોઈ બી, ભલે કોવિડ નહીં પણ કોઈ બી ઇન્ફેક્શન થાય, નાનું મોટું જે બી છે, બેક્ટેરિયલ છે, સેકન્ડરી છે, ઇમિડિયેટલી કોન્ટેક્ટ અને ટ્રીટમેન્ટ અને એન્ટીબાયોટિક સ્ટાર્ટ કરાવી લેવાની. સેકન્ડ, અને એના કરતા સૌથી વધારે મોસ્ટ ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ, જેમ આપણે ફ્લુ વેક્સિનની વાત કરતા હતા, there is something called as pneumococcal vaccine.
What? Pneumococcal. Okay.
આ 100% તમારા ડોક્ટર એમને આપ્યું જશે, ન આપ્યું હોય તો 101% pneumococcal વેક્સિન એમને અપાય.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. Harish bhai is there. Harish bhai Rawal, I think उनका अभी नहीं है phone. Naina Ben, I think Harish bhai is not there. Poonam Ben and Harish bhai, they have just left.
I think they have left. Yes.
Because उनको मीटिंग में जाना था, मुझे मैसेज भी आया था.
Okay.
So I think I will thank everybody. Especially first of all, Naina Ben ने बोला कि as a unit director किसी को lecture करना है. And then thanks to Deep Bhai Vyas, जो हमारे former president of हमारे federation और branch बने के हैं. So he took initiative, organized, and especially Hitesh Bhai, who contacted Dr. Mihir Shah. And Dr. Mihir Shah, thank you so much for giving wonderful, because already you are giving talks on so many media, TV shows and all that. And you are affiliated also to very good hospitals. And BB sabne dekha, so it was all tested. And we had our branch dignitaries, Anup Bhai, we had Maheshbin ji, Anup Bhai, Poonam Ben was there, and many more. Hitesh Bhai was there. So all branch council member. We have Murtaza Bhai. He is also council member, and we have so many seniors, like we have अभी जो है उसमें से जो मैं देख रहा हूँ, शिव प्रकाश गुप्ता जी है, हमारे जुहू ग्रुप के बहुत सारे लोग हैं. We have our former president Milind ji, हमारे काफी enthusiastic Sonali Ben, Dilip Bhai, and our all presidents of. So we have this also all the presidents. Actually, just one sec. Shirish, hello, Shirish Bhai. Hello. So we have Hina Vyas. Hello, Shirish Bhai. Hello. So we have all our presidents of Unit 3 also there. Harish Bhai Rawal was also there, and Roma Paryani ji was there. So many. So all Unit 3 they supported. All we have. Batul Ben was there right from the beginning.
Yes,
right now.
Batul
and
was
our
there.
young giants Chintu Sharma and Hitesh Manyar was also there. And a lot of people from Vakula group was also. Shweta Mehta, I think you are from Vakula, right? So thank you each and everybody. If I have forgotten any dignitaries or any member, अच्छा सबसे जो जरूरी हमारे co-host प्रशांत भाई, वकील and Reynolds Roy, they were co-hosting with me this Zoom meet. So thank you everybody once again. If I have missed anybody, I'm sorry about it. Thank you.
Thank
Hello.
you so much. We all enjoyed.
Let us just
Thank you, Mihir bhai.
Thank you everyone. Thank you, Milind sir.
Thanks to everybody.
Can we do national anthem?
ડોક્ટર એક મિનિટ ડોક્ટર
Yes.
હા અમે છે ને ગુજરાતી લોકો થોડાક આમ લોભી હોઈએ એટલે કદાચ અમને બ્લેક ફંગસ માટે પાછું એક લેક્ચર રાખવાનું મન થશે તો અમે તમને ચોક્કસ બોલાવશું.
તમે ક્યારે બી આજે બી નહીં ફ્યુચરમાં કોઈ બી હું
જરૂરથી એટલે તમારી ભાષા બહુ સરળ છે બધાને સમજાય એવી છે અને we will keep more time for question and answers that day.
એટલે મેં આજે બી ટોપિક ઓછો જ રાખ્યો હતો કે ક્વેશ્ચન આન્સર્સ હોય તમારા ડોટ તો વી કેન સોલ્વ
કારણ કે હમણાં બ્લેક ફંગસ માટે પણ બહુ સાંભળી રહ્યા છે તો થોડું તમે you throw the light on that subject and we will definitely be in contact with you.
100% most welcome.
તો નૈનાબેન આપણે વહેલું કરવું પડશે બ્લેક ફંગસ નું લેક્ચર પણ વહેલું જ કરવું પડશે હો 2-4 દિવસમાં કરો તો સારું.
Okay.
We'll try our best. And should we do national anthem and then we can adjourn?
Yes. I think Digbai is ready for the national anthem.
Oh yeah, why not? Just give me 1 sec. Give me 1 sec.
He will be his instrument will be around only.
Yes.
Shweta, you are from Bakola?
Okay. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.
वंदे मातरम भारत माता की
वंदे मातरम भारत माता की जय. अच्छा, PC Praful Bhai Joshi sir was also there for 10-15 minutes. लेकिन because of his age and थोड़ा he is not well तो फिर उन्होंने thank you करके वो गए chat में तो just mention it. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you everybody. Lots
Take
of
care.
love
Bye.
to you all.
And, take care, Sonali Ben, and you will be fit and fine soon.
Yeah, thank you.
Get well soon.
Thank you, love you.
And thank you, Dr. Sahab. It was wonderful lecture.
And Reynolds sir, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Reynolds sir.
Happy birthday to Reynolds जी. मैं भूल गया. आज हमारे Reynolds Roy है joint.
अरे जरा spotlight कर Reynolds जी को spotlight करो.
उनका spotlight मैं नहीं कर सकता because the video is off. Is there? Are you listening to us? Can you do?
Waiting for you to say. Reynolds sir.
Reynolds ji.
You can say yes, hi. I think he's
hello.
He's busy.
टीका का लगाने वो नहीं लगाते हैं. नहीं लगा दिया टीका. I think he must be around. तो मेरा.
Okay. हम लोग
हैप्पी बर्थडे रेनॉल्ड्स जी. तो आप लोग फेसबुक पे कर दीजिए. फेसबुक पे मैंने डाला ही है उनका.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye everybody. Love you. Thank you so much.
In all, there must be 30-35 people. But लेकिन कुछ लोग आते जाते पहले आए.
नहीं, but अच्छा मतलब it was very nice.
And all very senior most people are there, so it was very good. And the question answers are also very useful because there's a need of the our lecture, we can say. Thank you.
बंकिम भाई ब्लैक फंगस का जल्दी रखे 4-5 दिन में.
हाँ करते हैं अभी थोड़ा जरा टाइम जाने दो एक हफ्ते का करते हैं.
Definitely we should.
Thank you.
Bye bye. All the best.
Bye.
Okay. Thank you. Bye. Acha, I will end the meeting.